That shit don't have me for one road. I love that shit.
Yeah, but why don't you guys sit legal in Florida?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, more. I'm real loud. That's empty station production. And that's my back tone. I got that man for 13 years on this.
Yeah, pills on the floor. No pills.
Them beans, boy. YouTube, Cardi.
Sorry, something went wrong. Try again in a few seconds.
YouTube.
Sorry.
YouTube, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And that's the bottom line. Go to bed. I'll stay there and I get some sleep.
Give your property a fresh start for spring at Tractor Supply. With up to 15% off, you'll have everything. Further ado, I present to you the new and improved World Wrestling Federation champion, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Check a picture of this. This is the last goddamn time you're gonna see me. You got anything on me for?
Yeah. Happy Saturday, guys. Oh, somebody took on my own cane.
I've never seen a man smile so much. Look at that, Austin. I'm overwhelmed. I believe this is the first step. Tonight is the very first step in perhaps you becoming the greatest WWF champion of all time. This is one small step for Steve Austin, one giant leap for the World Wrestling Federation. And I know that this hasn't been easy. I know that, and in fact, this is going to take a lot of hard work. There's no question about that. I'd like to thank you. Have your attention, please. Now, you people shut up. Suck up, Steve. I'd like to thank you because obviously this is in the right direction, but you will recall the meeting we had, and we talked about attire. We talked about full attire, right? Right, we talked about everything. Well, we talked about
What the fuck you
the way
talking
you
about?
look. We talked about from head to toe, Mr. Austin. And, well, this is exactly what you told me to wear. I guess this is what you want me to look like. And I appreciate the effort. But this is a work in progress, obviously, and that's all right with me. But your foot attire, where are the Gucci shoes, Mr. Austin? Well, the damn things were a little too tight, so I just put on my wrestling boots. The damn things were hurting my feet. What do you want me to do? I'm trying real hard. Break them in. I'm trying real hard to help you out here. And again, I'm trying to compromise as well. My effort is not to break your spirit, only to mold it, to bend it just a little bit. But that's reasonable, JR. Huh, this does it. It's nice, and it's a really nice hat. Of course, it doesn't go with the suit. Oh!
Come on, goddammit.
Come
on back here.
That was a damn good hat. I
You
understand that, but it just didn't go with the
You
suit.
see this for
Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, considering the way Stone Cold Steve Austin looks and his effort, give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for this extraordinary attire, the new and improved Stone Cold Steve Austin, and a new look.
Yes! The corporate makeover's not getting a big ovation here, is it?
I'm glad, man. I know, Mr. Austin, that everyone here and everyone all over the world is wondering, what was it? What was the moment that allowed you to
No.
accept reality?
Yeah, give me some. Yeah.
When you sit in a jail cell, and you
Well,
know,
I
the
come back
walls
and
are
see
kind
you.
of closed
Put my
around
red
you,
on.
they wouldn't bring me my bread and water. And I
I
started thinking to myself, you know, Steve, really, what kind of chance do you have to compete against Vince McMahon? I mean, here I am, little old Steve Austin from Victoria, Texas, and then you've got Vince McMahon from Greenwich, Connecticut, the guy born with a silver spoon in his mouth, the owner of a multi-million-dollar company, an entrepreneur, a leader. And here I am, a redneck from South Texas who happens to have a belt. And
Redneck that looks good in the suit. He's beating the light, JR.
I said to myself, this is what I said to myself in that jail cell. I said, no one could hear me. I said, Steve, if you think you can beat Vince McMahon, give me a hell yeah. And what I had, but like I said, I was in a jail cell and I had to say, Steve, hell no, you can't beat Vince McMahon.
Right! It's like a stallion being gelded. What?
You got to understand the power that a Vince McMahon has, the control, and everything that goes with it. So realizing all that, and I'm not going to grovel for you because I'm in my back as it is.
What?
Right. So what I'd like to do, if we could get one of the fine officers of the law to take a picture of you and me together.
You can leave the TV on, live stream. Hey. Just turn it back on. You watch where you pick up with.
Why you put that thing out there all the time?
Because I'm live streaming, boy. That's my intro.
Whatever.
If your dry eye symptoms keep coming back,
As I got my new suit on, we're seeing eye to eye, and I just wanted maybe get me to take a little snapshot.
I told you, Derek, he is really fucking up now. The man has completely broken his spirit.
I like to have a belt this way.
Why don't you put it on Vince?
You don't mind.
Might as well. Ain't that pretty? What a corporate picture. That'll probably be on the
Thank you.
corporate Christmas
I
cards
appreciate
this
that.
year. Yeah.
Now, you know, the old Steve Austin, the old Stone Cold Steve Austin would probably tell you to take this camera and stick it up your ass.
Hey. Kelly Vince.
That was the old Stone Cold. Thank you. That was the old Stone Cold. The new Stone Cold wants you to take this camera and get the film developed because this is the absolute last time you will ever see Stone Cold Steve Austin wearing a ridiculous suit like this son of a bitch.
What is talking about here?
In the car, come on. Right in the car.
Why the goddamn lights in the car? Why? I'm so far, I can't keep one goddamn out.
What you want to do? You gonna stay here or what? Come on. Yeah.
Like I told you before, I'll send it to someone else. I'll say, DTA, don't trust anybody. Now, what I want you to do is bow down for Stone Cold. change from your body, and that's the bottom line. The Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Well, you're gonna pay for that, I can assure you. Stone Cold Steve Austin is not gonna change for anybody. The rattlesnake is a rattlesnake. He's a WWF champion. And don't anybody ever forget it. He's stepping that up. You know he did. Oh, I don't like the look. That's right, Austin has been the last minute, I can assure you. You're right, Vince. Are you all right, Vince?
I just gotten my first sommelier job in a fancy restaurant in upstate New York. I invited Mom and Dad to come in for dinner, and I remember seeing them pull up in their old pickup truck. I bought my dad the biggest steak on the menu and a nice bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon, my way of thanking him for all he'd done for me. And I felt a lot of pride that night. Who knew that many years later I would create Josh Sellers as a tribute and a thank you to my dad.
The Rock has a big problem with Paul White. First and foremost, the shove, the chair, the kick, and then the ultimate, the stunner to the great one.
It took place last night on Heat. Paul White at last request goes to head off Austin's path. Austin attacks from behind, and King did Paul White know what was going on? You be the judge. No, I don't think Paul White knew what was going on. Nobody knows what that idiot Stone Cold Steve Austin's going to do.
Paul White, you 500-pound bag of monkey crap.
Oh, no.
You come down here and answer the Rock's questions, or else the Rock will lay the smack down on your candy ass.
Calm down, Rock. No chance. Well, that's Paul White. Wait a minute. No, it's not Paul White. It's a principal owner of this company, Mr. McMahon. Good. And there's that familiar chant. These morons in Pittsburgh were idiots. Show some respect.
What? You've got to stop washing corporate laundry in public, and you've got to stop it now. And if you don't stop washing corporate laundry right now, then certain corporate members are going to start wondering not only what The Rock is cooking. If you don't stop now, certain corporate members are going to start wondering what The Rock is smoking.
Whoa! Oh, yeah. Now, calm down, Rock.
I know it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's theirs.
What? Fans? Yeah, blame them.
It's the expectations that all of you place upon a WWF champion. Those extraordinary pressures on a WWF champion, much less the most electrifying WWF champion of all time. Much less someone who brings you the corporate eyebrow.
That's right.
And the corporate elbow.
Oh, yeah.
Much less did I mention Rudy Poo.
Oh, yeah, Rudy Poo.
The Rock, it's not your fault. It's theirs. I just don't want you to listen to them. I want you to listen to me, Rock. And I assure you that I will lay out all of the answers. Shut up!
Oh. Yeah, shut up! It's right to lay a smack down on each and every one of them.
I will lay out all the answers for you, Rock, in good time. But just take my word for it, as far as Paul White is concerned, believe me, he is a card-carrying member of the corporation, indeed a first-class card-carrying member in good standing. See, I told you, Michael Cole.
Vince, The Rock wants to trust you, and at this point, he does. But there is just far too many coinky dinks for The Rock to digest. First, the shove in the face, then the chair, then the big boot, and then the great one gets the stunner. Vince, if you can't smell it, Vince, The Rock can smell it. The stench is in the air, and the only card that Paul White carries is the card that officially makes him a Rudy Poo candy ass. Wow!
I don't know which is shorter, your memory or your manhood.
What? You remember it was you that told me to go down the aisle and cut Austin off. This man right here instructed me to protect that WWF title from Steve Austin. But you know something? But you know, maybe it's not worth it. Maybe it's not worth all the money you paid me. No, maybe, you know what I should do? Maybe I should give you your money back.
What's he
Maybe
saying?
I should give it back with interest. Maybe I should take the bull and take his horns, and I'm gonna shove them right up your ass.
Oh no! This idiot always shows up at the wrong place at the wrong time. It's mankind.
I've got a better idea. See, Vince, I've got to admit, it was very generous of you to give me an opportunity last week. And now that I am officially the second guest referee at WrestleMania 15, what I'd like to do is repay the favor. Now I got to admit, the last time we tried this, you guys pulled a fast one on me. But if The Rock and Paul White really want to get it on, and I mean really want to get it on, then I will be more than happy to go backstage and slip on the black and white stripes. If you smell what the sock. Oh no! It's cooking.
What? That sock stinks.
Mick, with all due respect, I used to think your brains were scrambled from all the chair shots. Now I'm beginning to think there's a mental deficiency here of some kind, but nonetheless, you see, I have other plans for you other than you being a referee here tonight. You see, you're not quite officially the referee at WrestleMania, but almost. What? You will have the opportunity to be the second guest referee at WrestleMania if you do one thing here tonight, and that is simply step into the ring and wrestle Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Whoa! Tonight! That's all you gotta do, mankind!
However, Mick, I want you to know that there will be an unbiased guest referee in your match with Austin here tonight. Absolutely. He happens to be one who's over 7 feet and 500 pounds, but unbiased. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, Rock, to prove the point to you, the guest referee in the Austin Mankind match here in Pittsburgh tonight will be Paul White.
McMahon is a genius!
That'll answer all your questions, all right? We can just drop this right after this match, I'll guarantee. And by the way, there's a special ringside seat right over there next to the king, just for you, because we want you to do guest commentary. There you are.
Fasten your seatbelt! It's a rattlesnake! Let me out here! Stone Cold Steve Austin! Set to meet The Rock Yeah, but Paul White to get referee. Stone Cold the ticking time bomb with WrestleMania less than 3 weeks away.
And I see 4 jackasses laying down a bunch of rules that don't mean a damn thing to me. I'll be completely honest with you. I don't give a damn about none of you. You sit there and you say, oh, you're the special referee. You're the guest commentator. To me, it's all a bunch of bullshit. I'll tell you this. I don't care who the special ref is tonight. I don't care who the special ref is at WrestleMania. I will tell you one thing. Stone Cold Steve Austin is going to WrestleMania. And when that match is over, you are looking at the next WWE